Shockwave without the shocking price tag. Welcome back to All Things 80s. Here we are with yet another G1 Transformer video. Now this time we have Shockwave. This is a big one, and once again, this is going to offend some people, but this is not a genuine G1. This, of course, is one of the Chinese knockoffs. But I found a seller on eBay who has taken all the risk himself from importing these from China, selling them in the US slightly more than they would cost directly from China, but with none of the risks involved. So this one's just arrived, and I'm really excited to get hold of this. Now, without question, Shockwave should have come out in the first wave of the G1s. Never did. Became, of course, in the second wave. But it's one that I've always admired, although part of me was a bit put off with the fact that, much like Megatron, the whole scale thing was a bit weird. And the fact that he is a laser pistol for human use, and all the other Transformers are either, you know, small cars or small aeroplanes, made it a bit strange in my eyes. But with that said, you can never have too many Decepticons, because let's be honest, there weren't enough Decepticons in the first wave, and indeed the first season of the cartoon. So we have Shockwave here, and once again, the packaging is absolutely spot on. Even the images on the side, whilst they're not that vibrant, they do look good enough, and I don't think anyone is going to get fooled by these. You know, you're not going to find a genuine G1 in such pristine condition as this. Everything about it, even the side of the box flap, is perfectly straight, and cardstock used, really top quality. And of course, who doesn't love these classic images on the back? And of course, this one is featuring all the Wave 1 vehicles. I'm wondering why they didn't do this in the Wave 1. Maybe they didn't want to sort of overshadow Megatron, because let's face it, most kids would rather have one of these than Megatron, I think. Now, I didn't mention this, but this one is my first ever Transformer that actually requires a battery. So we're going to get some lights and sound with this one. So I'm guessing all we should really do now is get this opened up and see if it's worth it. And before we even get that far, I'm just going to comment on how nice it is to see a styrofoam inlay in this box. This is what it was all about back in the day. I'm not really sure what the deal is with styrofoam these days. You don't see it that much, although I did see it the other day when I was looking at my Star Wars 3Y Stormtrooper figures. It is nice to see. Just really takes me back to being a kid, because I think everything I got as a kid was packaged in styrofoam, or as we called it, polystyrene. Anyway, let's get this one opened up and check them out. So here we are with our boxed Shockwave, and as you can see, the packaging is absolutely spot on, and it's good quality cardboard used, good printing, nice plastic window. As I said, it's nice to see styrofoam again. Has laser action lights and 2 ultra laser sounds. A Transformer that I have never once in my life held before, so this is all going to be entirely new to me. As I said in the beginning there, these pieces of art are just fantastic. And fortunately, the way they've done the tech spec is that you pretty much do need the decoder to be able to read it. That is something that the Walmart reissues failed on, because they did not include the decoder, and as such they made it very easy to read. This one, not the case. So we're going to get this one opened up and see what it's all about. Okay, so that was very well packaged in there, very hard to get out, but nice to see one of these. Yeah, actually a far, far nicer looking weapon than Megatron ever was. So we have booklet and stickers, and it doesn't appear as if they've included the decoder, which is a shame because most of the other knockoffs that I've received did have one, but we can let that slide, I guess. So, as I said, never had one of these before, so this will be... Ah! There we go. Fantastic. And we also have the... Oh, there's the rub sticker as well. Interesting. Be careful with that. But we'll take a quick look at Shockwave's tech spec. So as you can see, not that clear. And then we stick this on and we can see it. Or can you on camera? Yeah, you can, right? Not bad. Nice touch to include that. So, first things first, I guess we should test the battery function. Now, I've never had to put a battery into a transformer before. I'm assuming it's going to work. It looks like we go here, and do we go backwards or forwards? Or do we... Oh, there we go, just like that. And that comes off, I guess. And it did say 9 volt, and I do have one very handily here. The only thing I worry about this sort of Chinese cheap electronics, I've got to be careful with this because I don't want to break any of this. So that appears to be in quite easily. I'm guessing this just gets stuffed down inside. Or does it go this way? I'm sure someone's watching this screaming at their screen saying he's doing it all wrong, but... Oops, shit! Just about crapped myself there. So it's definitely working. Okay, so after much fiddling around, got the battery in and the compartment closed, although I wouldn't feel very comfortable doing this, opening and closing it too much. I think something will definitely break at some point, so this will be probably the only time I have batteries in this. So, lights. It's very hard to see because of the lights here, but this does indeed... Yeah, that does light up. So that's one rather annoying sound. We've got a switch on the back here for the other sound. And the light does strobe with this sound, actually. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but trust me, the light does definitely work on this. So, this really is the ultimate sort of transformer. You've got a robot that goes into a laser gun that makes sounds and has lights. Everything I loved as a kid, so... And... Oof. Almost as annoying as my vintage Star Wars laser pistol. Now, I guess we'll do the transformation first and then stickers. If I can find the tab that tells you... In fact, no, because look at this one. It's very simple. Tons of extra stickers there. So where do the stickers go on this? Get to that shortly. Anyway, transformation time. So it appears we remove this barrel. That was pretty straightforward. And then from there, it looks as if we are supposed to... Now, do these fold out? I always hate doing a transformer for the first time because... Ah, there we go. His head just popped out. That's pretty cool. And I guess these come down. So we have one fist and one sort of, I guess, laser type thing. And from here, we do what? We turn this over. I guess that's hinged there, is it? Ah, yep, that goes up like this. And I guess we're now, do we bring these back? Oh shit. Yeah, there we go. And do these pull down? I think they do. Yep. And finally, I guess we flip the feet out. Which way? Oh, okay, they go the opposite way. Yeah. Okay, one came out no problem, one's a little bit stiff. Okay, so I have to confess, I had to open up the lower leg section. I think it had just been screwed on far too tightly to be able to get the feet to come out. So now that we've got it fully transformed and in Decepticon mode, very happy with it. However, much like Megatron, these style of Decepticons are not the sturdiest of Transformers, unfortunately. However, once it's in a nice pose, it will stay there. Now, I took the liberty of adding one Decepticon badge up here to his chest. The rub sticker I may put on his head, I'm not sure yet. Now, in terms of construction, there's a lot of metal going on here. Again, very much like Megatron, so it's got a good solid weight to it, although the legs are somewhat fragile. They have articulated knees, which is quite nice. Nice ratchet sound to them, as do the arms with this very nice sound. Now, as this is a battery operated transformer, and we already saw the lights and sound in laser gun mode, they still work when it's in Decepticon mode. So the sound is there, and you can probably see the lights slightly better in this format. And of course we can change it to the more annoying sound. And the light pulses with the sound, very nice touch. In terms of where does it sort of fit into my ranking of Transformers, not one of the better ones, I'm afraid to say. I'm glad to have it, certainly, but it just doesn't feel at all sturdy in my hand. And that is partly down to the design of this, much like Megatron. I mean, it stands up well enough. It's going to look great on display. Not a transformer I'll be going sort of back and forth with in terms of the two modes, simply because I don't trust myself not to break it. Furthermore, upon completion of this video, I will remove the battery, and that will be it, never to be returned, because that battery cover, I think I can see that breaking rather easily. Now, is it worth the money? Absolutely it is. I don't really know how much a genuine one of these is going to cost. I would say at least 10 times what I paid for this. So, all in all, I'm pretty happy with my purchase. Just my opinion of it as a transformer is not that great. Again, down to the design. But overall, can't go wrong with it, and it's going to look great on display. Now, this is definitely, in fact, this might be up there with Blaster in terms of the biggest Transformers I own to date. In fact, that's not true, because I recently received a 6-shot. So yeah, one of my bigger Transformers, put it that way. So yeah, it's going to look great on display, and I am very happy to have it. If you are like me and you want your collection to look as good as possible with the newest looking items in it, and you don't have endless thousands of dollars to spend on genuine G1 pieces. You cannot go wrong with these knockoffs. And as I said, I have bought directly from China in the past, and it was actually, shipping was very quick actually, but there is always that risk of it getting held up at customs and whatnot, whereas buying from eBay from a trusted US based seller who has taken all the risk himself, for me, makes complete sense, and I will continue buying from that source. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you all for watching.